Good morning.
Good morning.
بالنسبة للطلاب اللي بيدخلوا على الزوم لازم تدخلوا بالإيميلات الجامعية. أوكي؟ لأنه في حضور وغياب، إذا غير الإيميل الجامعي بيطلعش اسمك عندي. فالطلاب كلهم يدخلوا بالإيميل الجامعي تبعهم. أوكي؟ مشان اسمه يطلع عندي أنا بطلع حضور وغياب كل حصة. فبتجاوز نسبة الغياب راح يحرم من المادة. فبدي التزام بموعد المحاضرة وعدد المحاضرات. يعني مسموح لك تغيب بس لحد 3 محاضرات، بعد الثلاثة تعتبر حالك يعني تأخذ 0 بالكورس. أوكي؟ فما بدي تغيبوا كثير، لأنه زمان كانوا الطلاب ثلثينهم يغيبوا. هسه الجامعة سمحت للطلاب للمدرسين إنهم اللي بيغيب عن المدة القانونية يحرم من المادة. أوكي؟ فبدي التزام بالمحاضرة وموعد المحاضرة، لأنه أسماء كانوا بعد كل محاضرة بطلع على اسماء الحضور والغياب. أوكي؟ فلا تغيبش كثير، مسموح لك لحد 3 بس. أوكي؟ طيب، جبت الكتب اليوم؟ أوكي. احنا امبارح أول امبارح وصلنا لعند page 8 نمبر 4 أعتقد، paragraph number 4. Who would like to read number 4? سلسبيل؟
يعطيك العافية دكتور.
عافيك علينا.
ممكن طلب؟
تفضلي.
بدي رقمك دكتور، لأنه ضروري أتواصل معه.
عشان إيش؟
شغلي دكتور.
خدي لي على الإيميل الجامعي.
خلص تمام.
Okay. Who would like to read paragraph number 4, page 8? Who? طبعا اللي حاب برفع اصبعه او برفع ايده. اوكي. زي ما قلنا لكم اللي بيشارك في له 10 علامات. اوكي.
دكتور يعطيك العافية أولي.
يعافيك هلين.
دكتور الرابط مع المحاضرة مش موجود على الإي ليرنينج، يعني إحنا بين الشباب حتى ما طلعناه.
طيب وديناك ما أخذنا أول امبارح، أخذنا وديتكم إياه وأخذنا محاضرة أول امبارح ولا لا؟
صحيح، بس إنه على الإي ليرنينج لما نكبس عليه بيطلع لنا الفيديو تاع المحاضرة اللي فاتت.
غريب، ليش يعني؟
ما بعرف الصراحة.
طب كيف دخلت العاد؟
من الرابط الشباب من الرابط مش عارف منين جابوه.
خلص يودوا لك الشباب، يودوا لك الرابط، عرفت؟ ويعني غريب انا حاطه على الموقع يعني، واخذنا فيه محاضرتين يعني. بجوز انت عندك صار مشكله، انت صار عندك مشكله بجوز. انت صار عندك مشكله بجوز وراح عندك الرابط.
انا
كنت نعم
كمان وانا كمان نفس الشيء.
غريب يعني، مش مستغرب من ليش انا ليش. طيب اخذنا محاضرتين، ليش مش كنتوا موجودين؟
المحاضرة الماضية يوم الثلاثاء ما كنت موجودة لأنه ما كان إجا لي رابط، وهاي المحاضرة كمان ما في رابط، ففي زميل بعثه على الجروب وفت عليه.
غريب يعني، مش عارف ليش ما وصلكوش من هذا، مستغرب يعني. غريب يعني، شغله غريبه. انا وديت على الي ليرنينج، موجود على الي ليرنينج، المفروض انه يكون موجود. فبعرف شو اللي صار يعني. اوكي طيب، نشوف على كل حال. اوكي خلينا نكمل احنا هنا page 8 number 4 paragraph number 4. would like to do this.
Number 4. Many beautiful flowering plants live in the deserts around the world. Some of these flowering desert plants grow only when it rains. These plants have an interesting way of surviving the long dry times. Their seeds lie in the ground waiting for rain. Sometimes the seeds lie underground for years. When heavy rains come, water brings them to life. Within days, the desert bursts into beautiful color as the flower open.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, where's the main idea? Our topic sentence.
The topic sentence is in the line number 2. These plants have an interesting way of surviving the long dry times.
مظبوط. إذن طبعا sentence number 3. These plants have an interesting way of surviving the long dry times. This is the topic sentence. إذا لاحظنا بالباراجرافs شرحناهم طبعا التوبيك سنتنس مثلا باراجراف 2 اجت سنتنس نمبر 1 باراجراف 1 مثلا نمبر 2 سنتنس باراجراف 3 the end of the paragraph ونمبر 4 in the middle of the paragraph. اذا هنا التوبيك سنتنس comes in 3 places. طبعا احنا قلنا usually بتكون ايش the first sentence but sometimes it comes at the end و sometimes it comes in the middle of the paragraph. Okay, now this is how do we find main ideas. في عندنا ايش اسمه unstated main ideas. Unstated يعني main ideas are not stated in the paragraph. Okay. طبعا finding the main idea is not always easy. In some paragraphs, the author does not state the main idea directly in a topic sentence. Then you must use all the information in the paragraph to figure out the main idea. Then some paragraphs, the author, he doesn't state the topic sentence clearly. So in this case, what should you do as a reader? You must use all the information in the paragraph to figure out the topic sentence. Now let's look at example here. Susie and Harry are going to get married in July. Only their families and few close friends will attend the wedding. The wedding will be small but very nice. Susie and Harry are going to have the wedding outside in a beautiful park. There is a garden in the park with many kinds of flowers. They plan to take lots of photographs there. Some of their friends are musicians who play in a band, so they will provide the music. Their families will help to prepare delicious food and a big wedding cake. It will be a special day for Susie, Harry, and their guests. طبعا هنا the topic sentence is not clear. It's not stated clearly. طبعا بدنا نقرا بالحاله هاي اللي هو الباراجراف من information in the paragraph. We should guess what the topic sentence is. طبعا هنا التوبيك sentence هي number 8. Susie and Harry are planning a small wedding with the help of their friends and families. طبعا هاي الجمله كتوبيك sentence مش موجوده directly بالباراجراف. Okay. طيب why did we choose this sentence as a topic sentence? Short explanation. Choice A is correct. Why? Because it is best expresses the main idea of the whole paragraph. طبعا A اللي هي correct answer because it expresses what? The main idea of the whole paragraph. Choice B, لو Susie and Harry don't like big weddings so they plan to have small one. High sentence choice B ماله cannot be the main idea. It's not the main idea of the sentence. Why? Because the paragraph never states that Susie and Harry do not like big weddings. لأن هنا paragraph does not talk about إنه Susie and Harry do not like big weddings. C برضو غلط incorrect. Cannot be the main idea. ليش؟ because it expresses only one point in the paragraph, not its most important idea. إذا C it's not the main idea أو the topic sentence. ليش؟ لأنها بتحكي على شيء specific idea وهي اللي هي one point in the paragraph. إذا topic sentence بتكون إيش؟ number A. Okay, because it talks about the paragraph in general. Okay. Now let's do number one. Who would like to do number one? Yes. Saif?
Number one, Robert has been looking at newspaper ads. He wants to move to the city, and he is trying to find a new apartment. Robert likes the excitement of life in the city. There are so many restaurants, theater, stores, and museums. Even just taking a walk in the city is fun. The streets are filled with beautiful buildings and interesting people. Robert loves to explore different places and neighborhoods in the cities. It's not easy to find a nice apartment that's not too expensive, but Robert is not going to give up looking. He hopes to move to the city as soon as possible.
What's the topic sentence here? Yeah.
C.
C.
Robert wants to move to the city for several reasons.
طيب ليش A و B is not correct? A and B. شوف خلينا نشوف A. Robert is having trouble finding an apartment. Does the paragraph talk about إنه Robert have a trouble? Is having a trouble? No. B. Robert likes to walk in the city. طبعا عبارة عن specific point. يعني it's not the main idea. It's what specific point what in the paragraph. Okay. إذا the correct answer is إيش؟ C. Okay. Number two. Yes. أسماء. شو ما حد بده يشارك؟ طيب سيف.
Celia was excited yesterday. She bought a new car for the first time. When she went to the car dealer, the car salesman showed her several different cars and let her test drive each one. Celia chose the perfect car with all of the features that she liked. Even the color was just what she wanted. It took more than 1 hour to sign all of the papers and pay for the car. Celia felt very happy when she got into her new car, and she drove all over town to show her friends, but all of a sudden, the car stopped. Celia was very upset, but then she realized what had happened. The car was out of gas. Luckily, she called a friend on her cell phone, and he brought her some gas. Then Celia continued driving her wonderful new car.
What's the topic sentence here, Saif?
Buying a new car was an exciting experience for Celia.
مظبوط. إذن اللي هي B. Buying a new car was an exciting experience for Celia. طبعا A. Celia forgot to put enough gas in her car لأنها عبارة عن specific point هي مش general. okay. وC. Celia bought a new car yesterday برضو عبارة عن إيش؟ عن specific point not general إيش؟ general point. بالنسبة للتوبيك سنتنس تكون general. okay. مش too specific. okay. Next number 3. سلسبيل.
There is an increasing number of reality shows on television. What is a reality show? In these TV programs, there are not actors. Instead, the shows are about real people. In some cases, the people are trying to win a competition. In other shows, the people are trying to change their lives or by fixing up their houses or changing their style of clothing. Many of the reality shows are just about people living their daily lives as students or as a family. Some people dislike these programs, especially the ones that show too much about personal lives. However, many other TV viewers love reality shows because the characters in them are real people.
What is the main idea of topic sentence here?
Reality shows on TV about real people have become very popular.
Popular. إذا number A, yes. إذا reality shows on TV about real people have become very popular. طبعا B مش correct. ليش؟ لأنه some people love reality shows. طبعا هاي عبارة عن specific. Okay, specific idea. There are no actors in reality shows برضو إيش؟ It's what it doesn't talk about this point in the paragraph. Yes, the next one. Number 4. Yes, Sir.
Number 4. The Tour de France is a cycling race that is a major event in the world of sports. In 2003, Lance Armstrong won the Tour de France for the 5th time in a row. He matched the record of Miguel Indurain for winning 5 times in succession. Armstrong succeeds a cyclist is particularly amazing because of the medical history. In 1996, when Armstrong was the #1 cyclist in the world, he found out that he had cancer. Armstrong did not lose hope. He recovered and practiced harder than ever. He went on to win many more races, including the Tour de France. Many people think of Lance Armstrong as a hero because of his hard work, persistence, and courage.
Yes. What's the topic sentence here, Asif?
Lance Armstrong is considered a great cyclist because of his athletics, ability, and personal strength.
Okay. Then, because they see Lance Armstrong is considered a great cyclist because of his athletic ability and personal strength. طبعا A is not correct لأنه it talks about the Tour de France is one of the world's biggest sporting events. طبعا it doesn't talk about the tour here, but it talks about مين؟ اللي هو Lance Armstrong. B, Lance Armstrong won the Tour de France 5 times. هاي برضه عبارة عن specific idea, okay? Not general idea. Okay, good. Then C is the correct answer, yes. Number 5. Number 5. عطاف.
On July 1776, the 13 British colonies in North America declared their independence from England. For over 200 years now. Small towns and big cities all over the country have held big celebrations every July 4. It is a national holiday, so most people have the day off from
Yes.
Parrots and picnics during
تقطع.
the day and the firework at night is July 4, 1776. It is the day that lives in history.
History, yes. What's the Twix sentence or main idea here?
See, July 4 is celebrated with the parades and picnics.
Is it the main idea?
See,
Joy is July 4th is celebrated with parades and picnics.
parades.
What do you think? طبعا هنا الباريدز هاي اذا بتشوفي line at the bottom of the page, they enjoy parades and picnics during the day and fireworks at night. وهي عباره عن specific point, okay, in the paragraph. في عندنا واحده بتكون more general. Which one?
B.
Yes, B. Yes. July 4th is probably the most important date in the history of the United States. طبعا هاي الجملة هي more general than الجملة اللي قالت عنها C. هي July 4th is celebrated with parades. هي عبارة عن جزء صغير من المين ايديا، اوكي؟ فالمين ايديا topic sentence here, July 4th is probably the most important date in the history of the United States. اوكي. اللي لاحظنا بهذا التمرين انه ايش؟ انه التوبيك سنتنس او المين ايديا is not stated clearly. يعني you have to figure out from ايش؟ from the information in the paragraph the topic sentence او المين ايديا. ليش؟ يعني it's not stated clearly in the paragraph. Okay now more practice with identifying main ideas. Look at the example here. Do you know the famous red-head Lucille Ball? She is one of the most loved television and film actresses in American history. People all over the world can recognize her. Most people remember Lucille Ball best for her starring role in television's hit comedy called I Love Lucy. The show ran from 1951 to 1957. Today, millions of people still watch returns of Love I Love Lucy. They still laugh when they see how funny she is. She is also remembered for her roles in the films Stage Door, 1937, and Mame, 1974. Lucille Ball was very talented and certainly one of the most popular actresses of her time. طيب شو المين ايديا هنا شايفينها اخر شيء؟ انه Lucille Ball is one of the most loved actresses in American history. Okay. طبعا هنا last sentence in the paragraph او في عندنا اذا تشوفوا second sentence in the paragraph, she is one of the most loved television and film actresses when in American history. Then this is ايش the main idea اللي هي sentence number 2. She is one of the most loved actresses, one of the most loved television and film actresses in American history. طبعا هنا المين idea is ايش؟ is stated clearly يعني بشكل واضح موجود. Okay. Number 1. Who would like to do number 1? Yes. Safe.
Number 1. Braille is a system of writing that allow blind people to read with their fingers instead of their eyes. The Braille system was developed by Louis Braille, who became blind from an accident at age 3. Louis Braille wanted to help teach blind children to read and write. Braille is not a language. It is just another way to read and write any language, such as English, Spanish, or Japanese. Braille is more like a code that is based on a logical system. Every character in the Braille system is made up of 1 to 6 raised dots that you can feel with your finger tips. These characters represent the letters of the alphabet, pronunciation marks, and numbers.
I see. What's the main idea here?
The main idea is Braille is a system of writing that allows blind people to read with their fingers instead of their eyes.
Then the first sentence.
Yes.
Then topic or main idea is the first sentence. Braille is a system of writing that allows blind people to read with their fingers instead of their eyes. Good. Number two. Sarah?
Number 2, do you ever want to make a small room seem bigger? They are certain why to do this. Here are some tips for doctors. 1, why is to bend the room like color, white, black, yellow, and big and are a good choose for you bent floor. Also, it is a good idea to cover the wound walls with small shy since his figure can make a room seem small. Don't put too many pieces of furniture in the room that will make in the room look crowded and feel even smaller. One last trick is to put some leather mods in the room of reflective light.
What's the main idea? What's the main idea in this paragraph here, Sarah? What's the main idea?
There are certain ways to
There are several ways to
do this. Here are some steps.
طيب لحظة شوي. احنا قلنا المين ايديا بتكون سنتنس واحدة بس. One sentence. إذا there are several ways to do this. شو هو this هنا? To do this what?
This.
طبعا this عبارة عن reference. Reference this يعني it refers to something comes before this sentence. طبعا sentence number 1. Did you ever want to make a small room seem bigger? There are several ways to do this. To do this what? This what here? What is this here? Huh?
That will make the room look crowded and sleek.
إذا لما نقول this one طبعا this عبارة عن reference. This بتعود على اللي قبلها. فبنقول there are several ways to what? طبعا شو اللي قبل عنها؟ Did you ever want to make a small room seem bigger? الجملة بتصير هون there are several ways to إيش؟ To make a small room seem bigger. Okay? There are several ways to make a small room seem bigger. بس لما نقول there are several ways to do this مش واضحة شوية this one. Okay? فلازم نعرفها. شو هي this يعني؟ يعني make a small room seem bigger. Okay? إذا هاي المين idea. The main idea is what? There are several ways to what? To make small room seem what? Bigger. Okay, good. The next one. The next one. Number 3, sorry. Number 3. Yes. Sarah? هذه محاضرتين أربعة يا أبو غيرها.
Do you cloth system plus
Baseball.
baseball crowds on
Photographs.
those or anything else. If you do, you are not on changing is one of the most popular hobbies in the world. Most things can buy credit even a very on soul things such as oil, telephones, and quiet thoughts or interest can buy credit. Some people call it things as an important horse. Let's think they love some clothes like these are easy to find our things or are rare and few more words
Yes.
to find.
What's the main idea in this paragraph?
Those or anything else.
What's the main idea here? What's the main idea in this paragraph?
Collecting is one of the most popular hobbies.
مضبوط. إذا collecting is
Collecting.
one. They sentence number 2. Collecting is one of the most popular hobbies in the world. إذا this is what the main idea. اللي هو number طبعا sentence number 2. Collecting is one of the most popular hobbies in the world. Yes. Number 4. Safe.
Number 4, most people have heard of soccer and golf, but have you ever heard of a snow snake? Snow snake is an exciting winter game of speed and skill. Native American began playing it more than 500 years ago, and this traditional game is still played today in Canada. Players make a snake from a piece of wood about a meter long and is shaped to look like snake head. The object of the game is to throw the wood, the snake down a long, narrow track of ice and snow. The person who throws the wooden snake the farthest is the winner. Some snakes go over 120 miles an hour along the city track. No wonder people still enjoy watching snow snake competition.
Yes. So what's the main idea, safe one?
The main idea is snow snake industry.
لا مش sentence. مش sentence. احنا لازم تكون sentence main idea. اوكي.
Okay.
شو يعني sentence؟ يعني فيها subject to verb. اوكي. إذن what is the main idea in this paragraph?
Can I answer another إجابة ثانية دكتور?
Yes, yes.
Snow snake is an exciting winter game of speed and skill.
صح. Yes. This is the إيش. This is the main idea. اللي هي snow snake اللي هي sentence number 2 أو number 3 حتى number 3. Snow snake is an exciting winter game of speed and skill. Okay, this is what the main idea. Good. Number 5. أسماء.
نعم
أسماء.
دكتور.
Yes.
Yes. The Healthy Club has 3 types of yoga classes. It's important to choose the yoga class that is right for you. If you are a beginner, there is a basic yoga class where you can learn about yoga and get an easy workout. The Ashtanga yoga class, where you can learn about yoga. The Ashtanga yoga class is for those who want a more physical form of yoga. It includes a lot of active exercises and helps develop balance and strength. If you want a fast class where you can practice many positions, you should take the power yoga class. دكتور main idea اللي هي the first sentence, the Healthy Club has 3 types of yoga classes.
طيب the Healthy Club has 3 types of yoga classes. Does it talk about 3 types here?
شو دكتور؟
Does the paragraph have 3 types of yoga?
لا دكتور, important to choose the yoga class that is right for you.
مظبوط. إذن sentence اللي هي sentence number 2. It's important to choose the yoga class that is right for you. Yeah, this is the main idea. Good.
Yeah.
Number 6. Number 6. سلسبيل.
Yes.
Yes.
As many of us have learned the hard way, it is not fun to be stung by bees. There are several things you can do to protect yourself from bee stings. First of all, wear light colored clothing because bees like dark colors. Secondly, don't wear perfume or you will find yourself magnet for bees. If you are eating, keep your food covered. If you have drinking fruit juice or soda, look inside of the can or bottle before you take a drink. You do not want to get stung of the inside of your mouth. If bees start coming around, don't jump up and dance around. You will be severe when you don't move.
What's the main idea?
There are several things you can do to protect yourself from bee stings.
In sentence number 2, there are several things you can do to protect yourself from bee stings. Good. The last paragraph. Yes. Safe.
Salt or sodium chloride, NaCl, has been a valuable mineral through history. In Roman times, soldiers received it as part of their pay or salary. The meaning of the salt is one of the world's oldest industries. Salt deposits are found all over the world, and of course it is in ocean. Most of the salt used for food come from sweet water before refrigeration. Salt was an important method of preserving food to prevent it from spoiling. Salt is also used as a seasoning to make food taste better. Because salt has always been considered available, there are many expressions related to it. The salad of the earth is an expression that means someone is a good person. Similarly, he is worth his salad refers to someone who deserves his salary.
What's the main idea here?
The main idea is salad or sodium chloride and ACl has been available mineral through history.
Yes, then first sentence here is what is the main idea. The main idea, salt or sodium chloride has been a valuable mineral throughout history. This is the main idea. then لاحظنا بهذول في عندنا 7 paragraphs بالنسبة للمين idea ممكن تيجي مثلا the first sentence إذا لاحظنا paragraph number 1 أجت number sentence number 1 paragraph number 7 برضو أجت sentence number 1 ممكن تيجي sentence number 2 إذا بنلاحظ هنا paragraph 2 في عندنا أجت number 2 paragraph برضو 4 أجت number 2 وباراجراف نمبر 5 اجت نمبر 2 باراجراف نمبر 6 برضه نمبر 2 ممكن كمان تيجي بنمبر 3 باراجراف سنتنس نمبر 3 اذا بنلاحظ هنا نمبر 3 اللي هي نمبر 4 باراجراف نمبر 4 On snow, snake is an exciting winter game of speed and skill. إذا جت نمبر 3. إذا هنا بالنسبة لمين هذه ممكن تيجي sentence number 1 بالباراجراف أو sentence number 2 باراجراف أو sentence number 3 باراجراف أو ممكن تيجي in the middle of the paragraph أو at the end of the paragraph. إذا لها عدة إيش؟ It has different locations. It has different locations. ممكن تكون the first sentence، ممكن تكون second sentence، ممكن تكون third sentence، ممكن تكون middle of the paragraph أو the last sentence of the paragraph. واضح؟ هاي بالنسبه لللوكيشن او البليس اوف ايش؟ اوف مين ايديز. اوكي جود. طبعا when you read a paragraph شو اول شيء بدك تعمله؟ You should identify the general topic. شو general topic؟ يعني what is the paragraph about? You ask yourself who or what is the paragraph about. اذا كان person مثلا نعم
مش هي نفس المين ايديا general topic؟
Yes, main idea, yes. This is what talks about the topic in general. And هنا you ask yourself what is the most important point about the topic. And what does the author want in the paragraph? And what does the author want you to understand in the paragraph? Okay, this is what the main idea. Okay. Now page 14. قبل ما نكمل في عندكم do you have any question about main idea؟ طبعا احنا بنحكي عن paragraphs. اوكي بحكي عن paragraphs. إذا we know where to find the main idea in the paragraphs. اوكي حدا في عنده any question؟
دكتور الآن التوبيك سنتنس نفس المين ايديا، يعني أنت بالامتحان لو طلبت منها مين ايديا هي نفس التوبيك سنتنس؟
نفس هي اسمها كتوبيك سنتنس، بس شوف هي بكون فيها المين ايديا بس. عرفتي؟ يعني هول حليناهم كلهم مين ايديا مضبوط؟ لو حطيت توبيك سنتنس نفس الشيء. لأن التوبيك كسنتنس اسمها توبيك سنتنس، بس على ايش بتحكي توبيك سنتنس؟ على المين ايديا. اوكي؟ يعني لو جاك سؤال توبيك سنتنس ومين ايديا نفس الشيء. واضح؟
طب دكتور التوبيك لحالها كمان بتفرق؟
لا نفس الشيء. توبيك شو يعني التوبيك؟ اسمها توبيك سنتنس. بس شو على ايش بتحكي توبيك سنتنس؟ على المين ايديا.
يعني التوبيك سنتنس والمين ايديا كلها صياغتها نفس الشيء، بيكون الجواب واحد.
نفس الشيء مضبوط صح.
يعطيك العافية.
طبعا. هنا في عندنا page 14 exercise B. Read the title of the article on page 16 and look at the 3 pictures on pages 16 and 17. Read the caption, the words written below a picture that explain the picture. Can you guess what the article will be about? Think of 3 topics that they might be discussed in the article. افتحوا لنا page 16. page 16 طبعا بالاول نطلع البيكتشرز. طبعا البيكتشرز والتايتل تعطينا ايش؟ تعطينا كلو عن المين ايديا وات in this. طبعا هون في عندنا paragraphs. طبعا عندنا في عندنا separate paragraphs. طبعا شو التايتل عندنا هنا؟ في عندنا it happened by accident. It happened by accident. طبعا من التايتل وي شود نو، يعني التايتل بعطينا كلو انه وات از ذا باراجراف اباوت. طيب لو قلنا it happened by accident، شو بنقدر نستشف من هذا العنوان؟ لما نقول it يعني something ولا لا؟ happened by accident، شو يعني by accident؟ يعني invented. by accident يعني not planned for. not planned يعني accident. شو معنى accident؟ يعني by chance. okay. by chance. وهي بالنسبة للتايتل it happened by accident، يعني في عندنا هنا something happened by chance. خلينا نشوف البيكتشرز موجودة. If we look at the picture number 1 له you see this child here, he has something in his hand. picture 2 في عندنا زي ماشين هنا. picture number 3 في عندنا برضو ايش؟ a person is doing something here. okay. طبعا هاي البيكتشرز لها علاقة بالتايتل. it is related to the title. لما نقول it happened by accident يعني في عندنا هنا 3 things شايفينهم or more than 3 things happened by by chance. لو هاي هنا البيبي او التشايلد is eating something here ممكن يكون popsicle. picture number 2 في عندنا kind of microwave. ونمبر 3 picture في عندنا somebody له Alexander Fleming. he is in his laboratory and he is what? he was the first to see the penicillin mold under his microscope. يعني صار عندنا هنا idea عن what are these paragraphs about. إنه something happened by chance. يعني something happened by chance يعني not planned for. يعني they did not plan for ايش؟ for making this thing. okay. طيب خلينا نشوف هنا في عندنا بالتايتل في عندنا 3 توبكس اذا بنلاحظوا. شوفوا لنا 3 توبكس بالنسبه للتايتل بالنسبه للارتكل اللي هون. اوكي شو هن ال 3 توبكس؟ طلعوا عليهم. خلينا نطلع على البيكتشرز. خلينا نشوف بيكتشر 1. شو بنقدر نحكي عن بيكتشر نمبر 1؟ Yes. What do we have in picture number 1? Safe?
A small child who eats ice cream.
مش ice cream, some popsicles.
Popsicles.
شو يعني popsicles؟ ها؟
Ice cream in the wood, wood in the ice cream.
زي الايس كريم بس بسموه اسكيمو. تعرف الاسكيمو؟
Yep.
يس هاي بسموه بوبسيكل. اذا نقدر نقول انه شو الفيرست بوينت؟ انه ايش؟ invention of ايش؟ of popsicles. هاي الفيرست ايش؟ الفيرست توبيك فيها. طيب السكند توبيك look at the second picture. What do we have in the second picture?
Microwave.
Microwave. نقدر نقول هون ايش؟ The invention of ايش؟
Microwave.
Microwave. Look at number 3. Number 3. شوف هنا number 3. Picture number 3. يعني Fleming. You see Fleming? Person Fleming. طبعا Fleming is a scientist. شو بيعمل قاعد؟ He used his ايش؟ microscope to see what?
Penicillin.
Penicillin. إذا نقدر نقول هون ايش؟ discovery و penicillin. إذا هنا في عندنا 3 ايش؟ 3 topics. شو هم؟ Number 1 نقدر نقول invention of popsicles. طبعا بالنسبة للبيكتشر نمبر 1. Picture number 2 invention of what? Microwave. وبيكتشر نمبر 3 discovery of penicillin. Okay. هاي 3 topics what? In this article. Okay. طبعا هنا في عندنا صار عندنا ايديا عن الارتكل انه في عندنا inventions happened by ايش؟ by chance او by accident. طبعا في عندنا vocabulary review. The words in the box are bold-faced in the article. Work with a partner and do exercise that follows. في عندنا words هنا، في عندنا accident. What do you mean by accident here? شو يعني accident here؟ هنا مش car accident. Accident يعني ايش؟ By chance. شو يعني by chance؟ ها؟ What do you mean by chance? يعني something happened without thinking about it. Without thinking about it. يعني by chance اجى ايش؟ بالصدفة يس. Invent. What do you mean by invent? آسف.
To be the first person to make something new.
إذن to be the first person to make something new. اللي هي G. Yes. Flavor. What do you mean by flavor? When you eat something, you feel the flavor of something. So what do you mean by flavor?
The particular taste of a food or drink.
Number D, the particular taste of a food or drink. Yes. Research, when you do research, for example, you want to write a paper, you make a research in the library or on the internet. What do you mean by research?
Can we say Google it?
No. Research doesn't mean Google. You can use the Google to look for something else. مش research. Okay. Then what is research here? عبارة عن verb here for research. What's the research? To research something.
To study something in detail.
مظبوط. B. To study something in detail. Yes. Melt. نقول مثلا ice. If you put ice in the snow or in the sun, sorry, ice in the sun, it melts. What do you mean by melt?
Transform from to liquid.
Yes. By heating. Then change something from solid. مثلا في عندنا ice بيكون solid. Change the ice from solid to liquid. It becomes like water. Okay. This is melt. Realize. On verb here, realize. You say, for example, I realize that you are facing some problems. Yes, what do you mean by realize?
To understand the importance of something that you did not know before.
Yes, then number I, to understand the importance of something that you did not know before. Laboratory. You know laboratory. You make some experiments in the laboratory.
A special room where a scientist does tests.
Yes, then a special room where a scientist does tests. Yes. Mold. مثلا if you leave the food outside the refrigerator, it gets what? It gets mold. What do you mean by mold?
A green, blue, or black fungus that grow on old food.
Yes, then a green, blue or black fungus that grows in old food. The last one, microscope. You know, microscope is a kind of device used to make things what? Look bigger. Then what's a microscope?
An instrument that makes a tiny thing look bigger.
Okay. إذا number C, yes. Okay. هنا في عندنا meaning of words تحفظوا الكلمات معانيهم. اوكي.
معلش دكتور. مولد اللي هي نفسها عفن.
عفن بالضبط. يس. يس. إذا كل كلمة تربط معنا بدنا نحفظها. اوكي. لأنه بالامتحان بيجي على كلمات أسئلة. اوكي. طيب خلينا نبدا هنا page 16. خلينا نشوف الباسج هنا الارتكل نقراه ونشرح شو فيه. اوكي. Who would like to read paragraph number 1? Sarah?
Money invention happen when someone is looking for a faster, either or better way of doing something. They are the result of years of planning and hard work, but not all of them started out like that. Lots of invention happened because of an education someone had or a mistake someone made. For example, did you know that is a camera cons blue jeans clothes, chip cookies and flour are the fruits of education. Some people have saved millions of lives because of an education they had.
accident. انتوا اول شيء لحظه شوي، انتوا تخصصكم انجليزي، لازم تركزوا على اللفظ، لانه انت بتلفظي لفظك غلط كله يسار. لازم تركزي على اللفظ. لفظك يعني معظم تقرايه مش انتقاد، هذا عشان تصحيح صح البرونسيشن تبع الكلمات. لما انت بتحكي ما حدا فهم عليك. اوكي. انت تخصصك انجليزي لازم تركزي على البرونسيشن للوردز. اوكي. لانه مش اي كلمه خلص تقراها زي ما بدك، لانه ما حدا فهم عليك اي شيء. فهي لك نصيحه يعني، عرفتي؟ واي واحد ثاني نفس الشيء، مش انتقاد، هذا بس تصحيح انه ايش؟ بس تقرا تاكد من لفظ الكلمات. لانه تلفظي كلمه مش نفس اللفظ بيطلع معناها معنى ثاني، ما لهاش معنى، يا بلاش معنى يا بلا معنى ثاني. اوكي. فركزي انت على لفظ الكلمات اللي بتقرايها. اوكي.
Or have become rich, turning their addiction into big business.
Big business, yes. طبعا inventions، تعرفوا inventions يعني when something makes something new. Many inventions happen. يعني why inventions happen? Because someone is looking for a faster, easier, or better way of doing something. Then invention happens because someone is looking for a faster, easier, or better way of doing something. طبعا بتكون الانفنشنز results of years of planning and hard work. طبعا ما بتجيش صدفة، بتكون results of years of planning and hard work. طبعا هنا بقولنا but not all of them started out like that. Not all the inventions had long planning and hard work. Lots of inventions happened because of an accident someone had or a mistake someone made. إذا فعندنا lots of inventions happened without planning and without hard work. Why did they happen? Because of an accident someone had or a mistake someone made. For example, I have examples here. Did you know that ice cream cones, blue jeans, chocolate chip cookies, and Velcro are the result of accidents. هذول 3 عندنا أو 4 inventions اللي هم cream, ice cream, cones, blue jeans, chocolate chip cookies, Velcro. كلها result accidents. يعني not without planning for these inventions. Some people have saved millions of lives because of an accident they had. Even some people have saved millions of lives لأنه إيش؟ Something he discovered by accident. Others have become rich by returning their accident into big business. برضو other people became rich. Why? Because they turned this thing which happened by accident into big business. طب شو المين idea بالباراجراف هاي؟ Okay. What is the main idea in this paragraph? آية؟ آية؟ What is the main idea? Seth?
The main idea is lots of invention happened because of an accident someone had or mistake someone made.
Good. Then this is إيش؟ طبعا هاي المين idea وين جت in the middle of the paragraph. Then lots of inventions happened because of an accident someone had or a mistake someone made. Good. Then this is the main idea. Yes. Paragraph 2. آية رائد.
Have you ever eaten a popsicle on a hot summer day? Popsicles were invented by accident by an 11-year-old boy named Frank Emerson. In 1905, Frank accidentally left his fruit flavored drink outside on the porch with a stir stick in it. During the night, it became very cold outside. Frank's drink froze with the wooden stick still in it. The next day, Frank tasted the frozen drink. It was delicious. 18 years later, in 1923, Frank Emerson remembered his frozen drink. He decided to start a business making and selling the frozen drinks. She called them ايش يا دكتور؟
She what? Call them epicicles.
And he made them in 7 fruit flavors. The name was later changed to popsicle.
آية أنت ما كيش اسم عندي يا رائد. أنت
دكتور،
أضفت
أنا
إضافة بعدين؟ ها؟
ما إلي امبارح منزلتها.
وكل واحد يشارك بحط عند اسمه إشارة. أوكي؟ عشان بالأخير بآخر فصل حط علامة مشاركة. أوكي. Good.
تمام دكتور.
إذن paragraph number 2. Have you ever eaten a popsicle on a hot summer day? تعرفوا البوبسيكلز؟ ها؟ Have you eaten?
Yes.
Yes. Popsicles were invented by accident. إذن البوبسيكلز مالهم were invented by accident. يعني not by planning, not by hardware. Who invented this by accident? له 11-year-old boy named Frank Emerson. إذن this child له 11 years old, Frank Emerson, who invented or discovered popsicles by chance or by accident. Frank accidentally left his fruit-flavored drink outside on the porch with a stir stick in it. طبعا شو هنا Emerson شو عمل؟ He left his fruit-flavored drink. كان عند drink when left it outside the house طبعا on the porch with a stir stick in it. طبعا stick بتكون داخل ايش؟ داخل الدرينك ستريك. طبعا كان during the night طبعا الجو بيكون it becomes very cold. During the night it became very cold outside. إذا outside started very cold. Frank's drinks froze with the wooden stick still in it. طبعا حاط stick wooden stick وين بالدرينك. طبعا because it's very cold شو صار؟ بالدرينك froze وظلت الwooden stick داخل ايش؟ داخل drink. The next day Frank tasted the frozen drink. طبعا the next day in the morning this child Frank tasted ايش؟ the drink. So it was delicious. He found it what? Delicious. 18 years later, but after 18 years, شو صار? In 1923, Frank Epperson remembered his frozen drink. بعد 18 years, Frank remembered his frozen drink. What did he decide to do? He decided to start a business making and selling the frozen drinks. إذن after كان عمره 11 قلنا 11 years. بعد how many years? 18 years. يعني كان عمره ايش؟ 39. He decided to start a business making and selling the frozen drinks. طبعا صارت بالصدفة كله by chance. He called them epicicles. إذا he called this business frozen drinks epicicles. And he made them in 7 fruit flavors. عمل 7 fruit flavors منهم. The name was later changed to Popsicle. بعدين name change to Popsicle. Okay, now the time is over and see you next time. Okay.
دكتور أول شيء يعطيك العافية. بدي أحكي لك إنه عندنا الPDF على الواتس بالضبط. تصير في موجود على الواتس.
أنا ما لقيتوش أنا.
لا إحنا موجود عندنا على الواتس. إذا في طريقة نبعته لأنه مش فاهمين طلاب.
ودي لي على الإيميل تبعي. ودي لي على الإيميل تبعي.
الPDF.
PDF. أنا دورت ما لقيتوش أنا. عرفتي؟
إن شاء الله ببعثك.
ودي بتعرف الإيميل تبع إيميل الجامعة.
بشوفه إن شاء الله ببعثه دكتور.
يعني دورت ما لقيته أنا بالجسم فلذلك ما قدرتش استخدمه ما لقيته. فإذا موجود عندكم ودي لي يعني. أوكي.
مش ملاقين الإيميل تبعك دكتور.
مكتوب على شو اسمه على إيميل الجامعة DR اكتب عندك كذا.
اكتب لنا يا دكتور اكتب لنا اياه بالشات.
شات خلينا نشوف يا. طيب خلينا نشوف اكتبوها.
بس يعني هو ساكن بالبيت بس يعني انا بدي
شفت الايميل
ورا شو جنبك كمان شغلات لا
دكتور لسه
لا ما طلع ما بين.
طيب
واحد عجلان وواحد مزداد.
كيف بودي مش معروف وين كيف ارساله؟
دكتور في مكتوب to everyone وفي to the host.
دقيقة شو بصير هسه أنا مش فاهم.
في هنا everyone publicly. everyone publicly.
Yes.
أو ممكن مش عارف مش حافظ يعني.
وصل؟
لا ما وصل.
لا
كيف شوف على الإيليرنينج أنا.
ما يعدل على آخر راح يضرب. ضرب. لمسه
مش موجودة. كيف إرسالها مش مبين عندي.
هسه بنشوفه دكتور على الإيليرنينج إذا مبين عنا.
موجودة على الإيليرنينج. طيب وين فيش سند؟ وين سند؟ مش موجود سند.
دكتور بس اكبس انتر
بس انتر هيك.
وصل
خلاص
وصل.
خلاص. ثانك يو.
فيش حلورة.
Okay, see you next week. Have a nice weekend.
يعطيك العافية.
يعطيك العافية.